everything is dipped in gold, then baby it will never grow. Everything sweet ain't sugar coated. What a lie. What a lie. What a lie.
Babes, I won't even lie to you. When Spirit brought this topic to me, I was like, Spirit, now you know that is ahead of the curve. That's ahead of their time. There's no way that you could take this out of the corner of my mind and the people relate for a pick a card. So I'll be surprised if y'all really click on this video for real. Okay? Because we are talking about something that only the most creative, innovative of minds could comprehend. And that's what are traffic, travel, and I can't even get it out. What are traffic, travel, and transportation patterns trying to tell you? Say that 10 times fast. Traffic, travel, transportation, yeah, no. But again, what are traffic, travel, and transportation patterns trying to tell you? Now, let me explain it a little bit. If you clicked on this video out of curiosity, have you ever, if you drive a vehicle yourself, or even if you just been in a car with someone else, have you ever noticed that you run into the same types of drivers? Whether it's the same type of driver that keeps stopping at a green light, or the type of driver that's driving 20 below the speed limit when you are trying to get to work on time, or whether it be the type of drivers whether it be the type of drivers that almost T-bone you because they run a stop sign. Are you catching my drift here? It's those repeated patterns that you pick up on when you're traveling. For some of you, it could be when you go to take that flight and it gets canceled, or this happens, that happens, they change your seat, they rearrange this, they do that. And you're like, why does this keep happening? Let's dissect the patterns of your transportation, travel, and traffic experiences. We have 4 groups here, as you can see. We have group 1 with this bracelet, group 2 with this crystal, which is desert rose. We have, this is malachite, by the way. We have group number 3 with this little mini Tabasco sauce. And we have group number 4 with this good vibes pin. Okay, so let's go ahead and dissect the traffic, travel, and transportation patterns of your life. What message, what lesson is it trying to deliver to you? I'll see you in your groups. And yes, of course, there is an extra special subscriber only message for my TAYliens. So I'll see you at the very end of this video. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading, that's the very first link in the description box. If you are interested in joining us on Patreon, where we have a spicy reading coming up very, very soon that you don't want to miss out on, because it's equivalent to the innovation in this reading, but for spicy topics. So you don't want to miss. Second link in the description box to join us on Patreon. And also, bonus, if you join the top tier titled All Things Tay, you get access to every video that's uploaded onto Patreon every single month, but you also get access to your very own personal reading for that month. Once a month, I take your personal request for a personal reading and I send it to you so that you can do what you gotta do to dissect the messages on your own with Spirit. And that is a $44 value for just $20 a month, honey. Okay. I've long talked enough. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for commenting down below. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting the bell to be notified whenever I pull up. Thank you for sharing my content. Thank you for sharing my channel. Now, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Group number 1, you picked this bracelet here, which I will place right over here in this corner. And we are going to dive into this reading to find out what message have the patterns when you are in traffic or when you're traveling or just something dealing with transportation. What message is it trying to deliver to you? What do the patterns mean? Okay, so these first two cards are going to tell me what you could be experiencing, but don't take this to heart. Take it with a grain of salt, because I truly believe that even if you clicked on this reading and you don't resonate with these two cards here and their interpretation, there's still a reason that you came to this group. So trust your intuition, trust that inner knowing, and let's go ahead and dive into your reading. So the first card here, we have the Pios, and then we have a Pray. And then we have the fire element with desire. Okay. So, my darling, you could have had some close calls. Whether this be because someone else was not paying attention or because you were not paying attention, or it could have just been a straight up accident. But some close calls. For some of you, it could have something to do with you driving and almost not seeing a biker or a pedestrian. Okay. For others of you, you could have been the biker or the pedestrian that someone almost didn't see. Okay. But it's giving close calls here, like very Mars oriented energy, where had things not gone the way that they did, it could have been really, really bad. Okay. Or in some cases, it did turn out kind of bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and dive into this reading and see what are the patterns trying to tell you. Wow. Why would you do that? You just flew all the way over there. Why would you do that? Like, that was just ridiculous. See, yo, this is what I'm saying. Like, for the death card to fly out here, I'm not being dramatic when I say like it could have ended pretty bad. Okay, I'm taking this card literally, whether it be on your end or someone else's. Whew. Okay. But I could already tell you what the message is, what the pattern is trying to tell you. Number one, appreciate life for it is extremely fragile. For some of you, you could have just witnessed, or like whether you've seen it with your own eyes or just heard about it. This could have to do with someone that has potentially lost their life or lost their ability to walk, talk, whatever it may be, because of their travel experience. So number one, the lesson, the message is just a simple reminder that it sounds like, yeah, duh, we know that. But do you really let it sink into your core about how fragile life truly is and how it can end like that? Show gratitude. Okay. I'm not going to take them both because two cards came out, but let's see. Yeah, the King of Cups and the Nine of Swords. And also take note here. There's something here like, you see how they're using the same motion, like how they're drinking from, I think those are shells because it's the King of Cups. No, those are bowls. And she's doing that same thing. Give thanks. There is a high spiritual power that is looking over you. And it reveals itself to you in travel. The Eight of Wands. For some of you, it's about you needing to have more patience, slowing down. For some reason, I'm also getting, or knowing when to speed up, knowing when to leave a situation or a scenario. pulling off at just the right time. Like, you know, like, let's say that there's a line here and there's an intersection and you happen to leave that intersection right before something happens, a collision or something. Okay. Life is precious is the first message. And the second one is that there is a higher power looking over you. These are messages that seem so simple, but can really be drowned out by our everyday life. It's like, yeah, we can claim that we love life and that we are grateful for life, but do you really feel that to the depth of your core? There's a deep sense of gratitude wanting to reach you. The Five of Wands. It's been many instances. You see how they're in white? These are all the same person, but in white. Many instances where a portal was created for you to escape. And in some cases, you might not have even known. This is about your protection, whether you know that you're being protected or not. Oh my gosh, yes, the Two of Cups. More emphasis on that spiritual entity that is so powerful and looking over you and giving you grace. I'm hearing that song by Summer Walker where she was like, I told you, you better stay prayed up. You never thought the universe be looking for revenge. I don't even remember the title of that song, but just type in Summer Walker prayed up. It might be that. Okay. Ooh, okay. Let's see what else. The Queen of Swords, and also to trust your decisiveness. Trust when you're like, all of a sudden I don't feel like going here. All of a sudden I feel like doing this. All of a sudden I don't feel like doing that. All of a sudden this, all of a sudden that. Trust those nudges. And also, when you say no, it means no. When you say yes, it means yes. No matter who doesn't like it. You're really being called to, as I would say, stand on business about it. What's at the bottom of the deck? Knight of Wands. Yes, the fast-paced energy. The fast decisiveness. The swift sensing of an energy that kind of throws you off, but you do it anyway. This is also a message about like your swiftness itself. So fast action, agility, that's the word, agility. So you are agile, more agile than most. And what I mean by that is like your hand-eye coordination can be honed to a level that most people could not even touch or access. You might be considered a really great driver in some people's eyes. Some of you might drive a little fast. Be careful, okay? No, I'm not saying be careful for any reason of me seeing anything. I'm just saying be careful, you know? But you do have a heightened sense of hand-eye coordination, agility, the ability to think fast, think on your feet, to think in the heat of the moment, but to think with clarity, with sanity. This is what the patterns are trying to reveal to you. And you can apply this in many other aspects of your life. For some of you, this is meant to awaken an aspect of you that actually hones this skill in a way that you've never done before. Like I'm seeing someone picking up a basketball for the first time in a long time, or for the first time period, and realizing that, damn, they got mad handles. Like, bitch, we breaking ankles. You have some sort of physical agility or hand-eye coordination that can really cause for celebration. This could even be picking up a I'm hearing like a part-time sport or just volunteering, you know, like it doesn't have to be a rhyme or reason to it. It doesn't have to be a way of making a living. It can just be something that you do to enjoy. So if you're watching group number 1, I highly encourage you to explore your hand-eye coordination skills with different sports, different activities, because you're extremely gifted. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's for something that you have yet to even experience yet. I'm also seeing someone pick up a pen. You can like channel words, or like you can freestyle writing or something like this. This feels extremely sacred. I'm so glad that I did this reading. This feels extremely sacred. Like, this is in your Akashic records. I'm hearing basketball, volleyball, track, sports, cheerleading. Oh my gosh, I just said that you can like write or freestyle. Expresses soul insights in symbolic language. For some of you, the symbolic language is literally your body language, not using words. This is profound. I'm like, I got chills, like in the best way. I thank Spirit for bringing us here. And Starkeeper. This feels like Akashic records. Like you would only know if you like enter this fortress. It's an ancient fortress, an ancient skill, ancient agility that has your name on it. Like I'm seeing someone like reaching out towards like a gold light, and it absorbs into your body. But only you can have it. Like it's yours, but only if you so choose to take it. Or it'll just sit there for the next person in your generation that is able, that is capable. Starkeeper, cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded. Ooh, this reading feels so sacred. Oh my gosh. Sending all praises up to the most holy and high, to the most divine God. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Holy Spirit for guiding us, for leading us, for teaching us, and for preaching to us. I'm sending you so much love, so much life, group number 1. Let me know in the comment section down below how this reading resonates for you and what has it inspired you to do. Make sure you share this video with a friend that you think needs a message of this depth, okay? To really ground them into reality, okay? To really tap them into their greatest potential. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. Leave it love in the comment section down below. Let me know how it resonates. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for subscribing and hitting the bell. That would make you a TAYlien, and there is a subscriber only message at the very end, so I'll see you there. And if you would like to book a personal reading, first link in the description box. If you're interested in joining us on Patreon for content that you won't catch here on the channel, that's the second link in the description box. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, that is also linked in the description box. Ta-ta for now. Bye. Group number 2. I'm so glad that I did this reading because group number 1's message was so divine, so profound, and I am just feeling really inspired and really grateful to be here. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. You chose the Desert Rose, which I'm going to place over here. And these 2 cards are meant to reveal what you may have been experiencing during your traffic, travel, or transportation. Okay? The patterns that you might have recognized. However, if these don't resonate with you, I wouldn't click off because there's a reason why you chose this group. So trust your intuition and trust your inner guidance. Okay? So let's go ahead and dive into your reading, where we have separation, delete an app you rarely use, and ARIES I am. Okay, so this one's pretty self-explanatory. First things first, this could be a message to stay the fluck off of your phone when you're driving, okay? This one is pretty quiet. I'm not getting much channeling from those cards. Why is that? You need a fresh start. You need a new horizon. You need someone or something you've never seen before. For some of you, this is creating artwork. You need something to blow your mind. You need something profound. For some of you, you could be chasing a thrill of some sort, whether you know this or not. There's boredom that's stirring within the pit of your stomach. It feels queasy without action. Okay, so for some of you, you could just travel a lot. Like, you just might move around a lot. You do a lot. You go a lot of places. You do a lot of things. You start over a lot. For some of you, this could have to do with like your car. I don't know. Do you have like what they would call like, like bad luck with vehicles? Some people like it just like breaks down every other day or this or that. Or it could be something small, minor, like a nail in a tire. Let's dive in. Which way? Upright. The Four of Inspiration, which is the Four of Wands. The Empress. It's giving like you need a place to call home, or a hub. A home away from home. And the Five of Inspiration, or the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Hanged One. This feels like a space that's already in existence, and then you feel like a crowd. Like you want to join someone or something, but you know how they say like, but three is a crowd? In this case, it's like, but five is a crowd. So the traffic patterns have been trying to tell you that you don't fit in somewhere because you are more than where you are. You outshine where you are. Meaning, it's four of them, but one of you is five of you. So traffic and travel and transportation patterns have been trying to tell you that you need more room to grow, to expand, as if it was a plant that needs to be repotted in a bigger environment. There's more of you than there are of them. For some of you, a handful of you could be dealing with mean girls, or, like I say that term loosely. They don't have to be girls, like just mean people that want to try to keep you on the outs. For some of you, you're just trying to understand your individualism. It's not like you're afraid of being different. It's not like you're afraid of standing out. It's not like you're afraid, but you're looking for the purpose. You're looking for the why. And that's found in every aspect of you. but you have to dive into that. You have to explore that. They're taking me back to these cards here. Something that you could be noticing is you might be out somewhere near someone's house or something, and then you call to try to visit, but they don't answer. And then they call you back when you already left the area. Or just scheduling, it doesn't match up. Or the timing is off. Maybe at like a 4-way stop sign. You know how when you're walking and like you and someone else are walking like this, and you both try to like go around each other, but you end up like doing one of these dances, and then you finally like, okay, like something like that. But with traffic patterns, for some of you, transportation and travel could be literally walking. So just missteps or misunderstanding your opponent's next move. Yeah, separation. Not understanding them. Not understanding where they come from. Them not understanding you. Them not understanding where you come from. We've all been dealt a different hand. I don't know, but I'm hearing something about dealt a bad hand. And I'm hearing you. So you may feel like you were dealt a bad hand. Because maybe you have more cards than everybody else, but actually it's just more energy for you to work with. Traffic, travel, and transportation patterns are trying to tell you that you are not like them. So stop trying to be like them. Take a different road. Take a different route. There's something here about you needing to get out. To expand, to grow. I'm seeing someone starting to do this by visiting just somewhere alone, like visiting some places alone. Yes, look at that. Damsel. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself, as I was just saying, on your own. Separation. Aries, I am. Not we are, I am. Bottom of the deck, Seeker. Thirst for wisdom and truth everywhere they are, wherever they are. Okay. Did you notice how I just said I am, not we are, and now it has they are? You're supposed to be separating yourself from someone or something. That's what the traffic, travel, and transportation patterns have been trying to tell you. And separation doesn't mean severing the cord all the time. It could just be separating your identity from them, whoever they are. If you're someone who's like an artist and you've been trying to work with other people, you need to go solo in some way, shape, or form, honey. It's time for you to... It's time to go my own way. What about us? What about everything we've been through? What about trust? Okay, High School Musical. Yo, that scene had me stressed out when I was a kid. Was that High School Musical 2? The summer that they went away to that golf place or whatever. Yeah. Stressed me the hell out. That was when Gabriella, aka Vanessa Hudgens, was leaving. And she left. That was that. Look at that. I remember. It's time to split. It's time to go a separate way. So I almost choked on my own spit. Soul plan, the fated life versus a destiny life. And then we have lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. So there's this essence or this sense of familiarity, this sense of being here before and knowing that you must go. She's in a nest. Time to leave the nest. Time to leave the familiar and face the unknown. This could be in big and or small ways. Pray about it and then trust your guidance. This is all that I have for my group number 2s in regards to what travel, traffic, and transportation patterns have been trying to tell you. I thank the Holy Spirit for coming through in this reading and guiding us divinely. If you would like to book a personal reading, that's the very first link in the description box. Second link is for Patreon, where you can catch content that you'll never catch here on the channel. And also, if you join the top tier All Things Tay, you not only get everything that's uploaded on Patreon for the month, but you also get your very own personal reading for just $20 a month, which is a steal of a deal if you're interested. And I thank you for donating to the channel. That is also info in the description box for you. Okay? And I thank you for liking this video. I thank you for commenting. I thank you for subscribing. And I thank you for turning on that bell notification. Subscribing makes you a TAYlien, which means that there is an extra special subscriber only message at the very end of this video just for you. And I will talk to you next time. Ta-ta! Group number 3, numero 3. You chose this little tiny Tabasco, which says light things up. I'm going to place it over here for you, and we're going to get into your reading. These 2 cards are meant to reveal the patterns that you have been experiencing, okay? But if you don't resonate with my interpretation from these cards, I still highly recommend sticking around for the reading, because that means that your intuition and your internal guidance system led you here for a reason, for a message that you need to receive. So trust that, and let's go ahead and dive into your reading. We have smoothly smile, part of fortune increase. Okay, so this group here, you could be experiencing a lot of luck, okay, like lucky breaks. And since we're talking about transportation and travel and traffic, you could be experiencing a lot of people letting you go ahead of them. You could be experiencing a lot of people being nice to you. You could be experiencing getting your ticket bumped up to first class, or a really cheap flight, but it's luxury or business class or something like this here. But you're experiencing luck in your traffic, travel, and transportation. So let's go ahead and see what message is meant to be delivered to you. Also, you could be seeing like children or babies could be smiling at you a lot. But obviously babies don't drive. But maybe like if you've been on public transits, okay, you could see children with their parents. Maybe they're really drawn to you. Which way? The Knight of Inspiration, which is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, like just swift, quick, what's the word that I'm looking for? Without fail, without hiccups. Seem to be experiencing things with ease, getting to your destination early or just in time. Yeah, the High Priestess comes out as I say that. And the Hierophant. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. So, you've manifested this. I highly doubt that you set the intention to be like, when I'm driving, everyone's going to be nice to me. But you have set the intention internally for peace from chaos, to thrive, to smile, to be happier. Your message is really just meant to reveal to you your power. The patterns of your experience are literally meant to show you your own power. What you're capable of, what you can manifest, what you can attract. You've demanded something better. And here it is. Not just in your travel, transportation, and traffic, but in all avenues. And if you haven't seen it everywhere, it's starting here. And it's going to visit every house from here. You're going to be experiencing increase in every aspect of your life. Heavy emphasis on the 5th house, the 4th house, and the 2nd house. 5th house is all about fun, experience, travel, even leadership roles, like just fun ways to take the lead or having the spotlight to be put on you. 2nd house, your resources, your finances, your sense of safety, your abundance, your sense of self. You'll experience increase here. 4th house, where you come from, your roots, your family, your mother, maternal lineage, maternal energy, feminine energy. You will experience increase in these avenues. And the feminine is all about attraction. Your ability to attract is increasing in a positive way. Excuse me, little confirmation burp. And as we're having this conversation, the clouds are definitely rolling in, and I do feel that it's going to rain. It's going to pour down sooner rather than later. That's representative of the increase, of the blessings, of the flow. These patterns are literally just meant to show you your own internal healing, your own grace, your own gratitude. Scribe, there you are, setting that intention, preserving knowledge and information. If you've been scripting, whether it be literally or just metaphorically in your mind, you're just like, I'm going to have a great day today. Today's going to be good. Today's going to be great. But actually like standing on business about it and really feeling it, not just saying it. Like saying it would be swords, but you know it. You feel it intensely that you're going to have a smooth, beautiful day full of increase. Wands, inspiration talks about you feeling it, not just saying it. Bottom of the deck guide represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Boom. Period. That's exactly what the patterns have been trying to tell you, have been trying to show you. Bottom of the deck says, called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. You are being shown your power. To have the high priestess here in the Hierophant, are you kidding me? That's powerful energy. This card here says, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. It's interesting because it seems as though the moment that you stop trying to get along with everyone is the moment that your interactions flowed smoothly. The planet here looks like Jupiter to me, which is all about luck, expansion, and increase. I'm being shown that you have a bigger outlook, and almost as if like I don't know how to describe this without it sounding weird, but like as if your cap, your skull was peeled back, and that took the ceiling off of your thoughts. And now there's just nothing but light pouring into that crown chakra. This hair covering here. There's something that you've done, that you're doing, that is really working in favor of your crown chakra and protecting and preserving your energy. For a lot of you though, it's really quite simply just because you've grown more comfortable in the skin that you're in. And you are understanding the messages that your soul, your higher self is trying to relay to you. Like, hey, I would be more comfortable if you wore white or black every day. Hey, I would be more comfortable if you fed me this every morning. Hey, I would be more comfortable if you stopped wearing these every day. Do you get what I'm saying? You are listening to those messages that you are getting from your inner self, from your higher self, and you are acting accordingly, which is providing this part of fortune and increase and this feeling of life flowing smoother for you. Because when your divine guidance tells you, I don't like this anymore, you're like, okay, bye. You're no longer trying to hold on to people, places, things, food, clothing that don't satisfy you. And the best part is that you're not questioning it. You are releasing and letting go with grace. You're letting things be as they need, as they are, as they meet. You are in divine flow. This is what the traffic, travel, and transportation patterns have been trying to reveal to you. Thank you for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. Leave love in the comment section down below. I thank you for liking the video. I thank you for commenting. I thank you for subscribing, which makes you a TAYlien. I highly recommend hitting that bell so that you can be notified whenever I pull up new content, because my TAYliens also get extra special messages at the end of certain pick-a-card readings like today's. So you can have that to add to your message. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, first link in the description box. Second link if you want to join us over on Patreon. The very top tier, titled All Things Tay, has a really great offer. For just $20 a month, you get everything that's uploaded onto Patreon, but you also get your very own personal reading, which is a steal of a deal. So if you're interested, join us there. Again, that's the top tier only, titled All Things Tay. If you'd like to donate to the channel, there is a virtual tip jar as well as a P.O. box in the description box down below. Always appreciated, never required, but I thank you in advance. And until next time, take care, be well, darling. My gospel roots are coming through for my group number 4 that chose this pen. Good vibes. It's a little pen, you see? Pen. I'm going to place it over here. And the song that I'm channeling for you is, You saw the best in me when everyone else around could only see the worst in me. Okay? I don't remember what song that is, but just type in the lyrics and I promise you'll find it. These 2 cards are meant to reveal the patterns that you've been experiencing, but if you don't resonate with the interpretation, I highly recommend sticking around because you were guided here for a reason. Trust your intuition and trust your inner guidance for whatever message here is meant to be heard by your ears today. Let's go ahead and dive into the message. We have Untie the Knots, Read an Inspirational Book, and Water Element Sensing, number 40. Okay, so I'm automatically picking up here that what you could be experiencing in traffic, travel, and transportation patterns could have to do with you having to untie the knot and stop trying to go the same old route. Stop trying to go at the same old time. This water talks about fluctuating, having to go with the flow. Maybe you've been stuck in a little bit more traffic and shit. Maybe you, I've never been in traffic where you could stop and read a book, but shit, maybe, okay? But that's what I'm sensing here for you, is that you've had to be more flexible in regards to travel, traffic, and transportation. So let's go ahead and see how this is expanding into the message that was meant to find you. What message? There we go. The world. Okay, yeah, exploration. You need to explore places that you've never been. We have the Muse of Voices, which is the King of Swords. Like, if you already know something like the back of your hand, get to know the other side. Get to know something that you don't already know, okay? And we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, don't be so quick. Don't be so swift. Another message here too is to make sure you leave on time. Leave enough time so that you don't have to be in a rush, so that you can stop and smell the roses around you, so that you can stop and learn. Okay? Even if that means that you might have to lose out on 5 minutes of sleep in order to have a little bit more time. These are the sacrifices that are most beneficial to you. And this is what traffic, travel, and transportation patterns have been trying to reveal to you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit here. This is all about an inner journey. This is all about seeing what the life around you can reveal to you about the life within you. This card was also showing in group number 3. So I highly recommend checking out group number 3 if you felt guided there. But what I'm going to do is shuffle to get new bottom of the deck energy so that you can have your own vibes. And you have the Hierophant, which is another card that was present in group number 3. So definitely if you chose group 4, you absolutely should watch group number 3. And that's double confirmation for you, okay? Let's see. There's also like a mosh here, a mosh of different colors, vibes, energies. There's really no rhyme or reason. There's no pattern here. So the traffic, travel, and transportation patterns have been trying to tell you to get out of a pattern, get out of your habits, do something different, eat something different, smell something different, travel some way different. We have Angel here, which says helping those in need with no expectation of return. Okay, so also this is a message too to say, because remember I was saying to make sure you leave in time or leave early so that you have extra time. There could be this sense of you being planted in the right places at the right time in order to provide help or assistance to those in need that you can help because you simply have the time to spare. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, guide, this is again the same energy that was showing up in group number 3. I'm going to give you your own energy. Oh, I just knocked the mic. Sorry about that. And wow, we have the Hermit showing up again, but just in a different deck. This card says, seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. Life is looking to inspire you. This is what the traffic, travel, and transportation patterns have been trying to reveal to you, is that life has a lot of gifts to give you just in terms of inspiration. And the only way to see that is if you give yourself the time to explore life without having to rush to every destination that you have to go to. For some of you, this could be simple little tweaks that you can make to your lifestyle in order to have more time. But for others of you, this is calling for huge shifts, for you to start going to bed earlier, for you to stop eating this, for you to start eating that, etc., etc. All paths lead home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. How many times can I say it before you're like, okay, Tay, I get it. Turn your gaze within. Life in the external world is looking to inspire your internal world by showing you and revealing to you things that you've never seen before. Especially being out in nature, it could be revealing a lot of things to you, like species that you've never seen before, or seeing certain animals doing different things that you've never seen them doing before. At the bottom of the deck, it says, fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. It's time for you to kick it into that next gear. Your life is meant to be shook up. Those of you, I'm really being shown, those of you that have a lifestyle where you are more like chill and you don't get active that often, and your butt and your couch know each other really well. You're being called to kick it into gear and to find a new habit, hobby, lifestyle. It's time for your life to look completely different from what it looks right now, if I'm being quite honest. But again, the major focus is on giving yourself more time to take in and smell the roses. I just realized I said that smell the roses and the roses is right there. Okay. But literally, it's about giving yourself more time to stop and smell the roses. It's about giving yourself the time so that you don't have to fly through things and not actually learn whatever it is that you're going through. You know how, like, you just learn information for a test and then you forget about it after that? No, life doesn't want you to do that anymore. Life wants you to absorb the things that you're going through. That's why you have water here. Water absorbs energy of everything and takes the shape of everything around it. So this is a time for you to be malleable, to be open, free, majestic, like a bird or a horse. Okay. And this is what the traffic, travel, and transportation patterns have been trying to tell you. Your message seems a little bit quick, but it was extremely in depth. And I highly, highly, highly encourage you to check out group number 3 because there definitely is a double message there for you. Sending you so much love, so much life. Thank you for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. If you would like to join us on Patreon, that'll be the second link in the description box. And the first link in the description box is for personal readings. If you'd like to donate to the channel, there is a P.O. box as well as a virtual tip jar in the description box as well. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for commenting on the video. Thank you for sharing my content. Thank you for sharing the channel. And again, sending you so much love, so much life. Thank you for subscribing. That makes you a TAYlien, which means that I will see you in just a second at the very end of this video. TAYliens, we're just going to go ahead and dive into your reading because the messages for groups 1 through 4 was so in depth that I trust that you will find your message there. But what I will be doing is the message I was meant to find my TAYliens, my subscribers that are here today. We have restart, watch a sunrise. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, it says communicate, call your friends. Okay. So there could be some sort of a reconciliation here. And we have North Node with life's purpose. Okay. So for some of you, you could be finding or discovering something about yourself through someone else. Whether it be, grand trine blessings, whether it be because you end up doing something just like them, or it might be the complete opposite. You discover that through someone else's actions, you realize that that's something that you do not want to do. What message was meant to find my TAYliens? Temperance. But there's also this message here too, that if you've been wondering if you should leave something behind, no, do not leave it behind, but find a new method. Okay. With temperance here, be patient with yourself and the situation. Be patient with time itself because you're on God's time. You're on divine timing. Trust the flow. Okay. We have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, if you're facing some sort of blockage or mishap or disruption of some sort here, trust the process. And if you can, like if you have the power to rework or rewrite something, meaning you don't have to leave the situation, but go about it in a new way. That is a message here for you. And I want to take note of all the warmth that I'm seeing here. Lots of sacral and solar plexus energy standing out to me right now. Damn. Yeah. And then we have the 6 of Wands here. You are absolutely meant to stand out, be the odd one out in some way, shape, or form. And this is going to be revealed to you through some sort of reconciliation or something like this here. Yeah, we have El Diablo at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, okay, so it's almost as if you're kind of like, you could be running into someone that is revealing to you how much you have been freed from a certain lifestyle or a certain belief system, or how open-minded you actually are, how unchained you actually are. Wow, yes, Exorcist. Freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Femme Fatale. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. I really feel like you have found your own path, or you are finding your own path. You're paving your own path. And this is your message to continue to do so, okay? And then we have lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Okay, so yeah, And it also, I want to take note that it came in the reverse. But first, we have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Okay, so questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Notice that it was in the reverse. So there's something in your life that you're like examining. You're like, do I have to get rid of this? Do I have to stop doing this? Do I have to do that? No, 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 no. Absolutely not. If anything, you just need to cleanse the energy in it, or to refresh it, to give it a new face, something like this. It's interesting. I said to give it a new face at the center of this reading. She's like sitting here staring at us like, goddamn bitch. Hi. Okay, so yeah, that is the message for my TAYliens here. There is newness. Okay, there's also something here about a first impression. There's something here about a first impression. So there could be some run-ins, some meetings. Okay. Also, I do want to say that remember that we have communicate, call your friends at the bottom of the deck. And something that's peeking out here is height, climb mountains. And also right up under that, effort, go to the gym to exercise. Okay, those of you that have been like, oh, I feel like the gym isn't working or this or that, do not give up. Just change your approach, maybe change your diet, change the timing, change this, change something, but don't quit. Beautiful. What else do we need to add here? You could also be given another chance or a second chance at something. We have the bad bitch card. A bad bitch is just a badass witch. Okay. Yeah, like there's something here about like your badassery that's being revealed. Okay. Oh, these cards are just falling right out. And get that sexy body moving. Oh my gosh, look at that. I just told you that the gym card had popped up at the other, in the other deck, and you have another gym card. So big emphasis on the gym here. Okay. Don't give up. Okay, and then we have alone time is very much needed. No signal. I am good on my own. She's an old soul with young eyes. A vintage, I don't know what it says after that because it gets covered up, but I don't know, maybe you could type in this quote and maybe it'll finish it for you. She's an old soul with young eyes, a vintage blah 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 blah. Oh, a vintage something 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 mind. Okay. I know that wasn't very helpful, but let's go ahead and get some keywords for you, and then we're going to close out this reading. Thank you so much for being present here. But I see you turning heads, dropping jaws, changing minds. Shut the fuck up. Change? As I said, changing minds? Okay, what else? Magnificence. Wow. Okay, there could even be some sort of a like miraculous shift or change. Something about anxiety is dissipating as well here. We have listening with the solar plexus energy being highlighted. Listen to your gut is the message. And realization. Yeah, there's some sort of discovery here. Someone could be recognizing you, or someone could be changing their opinion of you, or your light is shifting. Whatever it may be. It's a good thing. Actually, I want to get one more because, like, I don't know, it just feels like there's something missing from right here. So let's get one more keyword for my TAYliens before we close out. Style. Okay, so maybe the way that you do something is standing out. Okay, your style is changing, your style is shifting. You're shifting into a new north node. You could be like rearranging some things, rearranging furniture, changing your physical appearance. You could be stocking up on something, or like making something more difficult, or like, again, I talked about the gym. You could be getting stronger, like changing the weight. You realize, oh yeah, change. And it came on the Nine of Wands here. So for some of you, you quite literally could notice that you're changing the weights, like you're upping the weights, you're getting stronger. And that's like magnificent. Okay. But also listen to your level of confidence, because you are more capable, or you're capable of more than you even realize. Damn. You see how that flowed? Okay. Anyways, y'all, sending you so much love, so much life, and I will talk to you next time. Da, da, da.